Hey everybody, Adam from Daggerfish here, and we've gotten some requests to go over the features of our new line of products, the Field Pouches. And I really love this gear, and I'm really excited to show you guys like a couple of the really neat kind of things that are built in here so you guys can get the most value out of these products. So first thing to talk about is the different sizes and the different colors. These are all made from waxed canvas, which is a water-repellent fabric we get from a manufacturer here in the United States. And then we cut it and sew it into these different sizes and patterns for our field pouches as well as for our foragers bags and our gather sacks. So the field pouches are designed to mimic the sizes of Ziploc bags. So if you're like me and you're already storing your gear in like zippies with like crammed in there with all your food and your gear and stuff like that, you can actually use the same gear organization system but shift to a more natural fabric in much cleaner colors and reduce the amount of plastic that you're carrying out into the woods. So this includes a quart size, a half-gallon size, and then a full gallon size, and you can mix and match these or order them as sets on the website. The other really cool thing about all of this fabric is that it's a food-safe wax that's on here. So you can take your food, you can put it directly into these bags without having to carry extra plastic, without worrying about it being contaminated. And because this is a waxed fabric, this fabric itself is actually water repellent. That's what the manufacturer calls it. And what that means is that water is not going to pass through the fabric itself. So any seepage of water into these bags, where you're going to get that is on the seams or at the top. And that's why we double seal the seams. And we have this roll top closure here that I'm going to show you guys how this works. I'm going to show you on the little bit bigger one here. So you'll notice that every bag has this seam running right along here and this flap that you can use to kind of tuck that seam underneath. And so to seal this, you can do a double rollover closure. So what that means is we're going to take this upper part here, we're going to fold it in half so it comes basically right down to that seam, and then we're going to fold again so we have this like roll closure there along that seam line. Then we're going to take our thumbs, tuck them in underneath this flap, turn that inside out, and now we have a well-sealed bag that is going to stand up to like a heavy-duty thunderstorm or a quick drop in the water. This will keep your stuff dry under those conditions. You really want a nice tight roll, and you want to really press into the edges to make sure that there's no like gaps in that seam. And then there is going to be no like open edge to this bag when it's fully closed. You'll also notice that when you close it like this, there's a little hanging loop here. Great to throw a carabiner on, either to hang this off of your bag or to hang on like a tree or something like that. When you open this up, there is one as well on the inside. And so you can use that to kind of hang on a tree or something while you're at camp. The other cool thing about these bags is because they're made from this heavier duty canvas, empty or full, they will stand up on their own. And I love this for campsite organization because whenever I get to camp, my bags end up being scattered all over the place. I don't know what's inside of anything. So this, I set them out if I need to grab different things to kind of get my gear set up or get my camp ready, or great for cooking. You can reach in and grab your ingredients or your spices as you're working through. And then whenever you're done, you can just close the bag back up and toss it into your backpack. There's some additional use and care instructions on our website, and all of these are available either per purchase individually or in sets. You can find all that information at daggerfishgear.com. All right, we'll see you there.